Today we will learn more about the string and we are going to see the program here. Today we are going to learn multiple line input. Multiple line input means either I may take in the form of list, either I may run the loop and I will take the more than one line input. For example, sometimes we need to take more than one line input. So here we will see how we will implement to take the input of more than one line. There is a first way which we are following. I may import sys and here I may write a is equal to sys dot standard std in and dot read line standard input dot read lines and I will do print a. See here, after saving this one I'm going to run it and I'm writing because Srivastav is computer of class 12 teaching in Little Flower Gita. Okay, so after taking like that, our school is based school Gorakhpur. Okay, see here like that we can take more than one input. After taking the input, we have to press Ctrl plus D. Look here the all inputs came in the form of list. Already list you are knowing. So look here, this is a one line is in a one item of the list because Srivastav is a computer teacher of class 12, he is a one. Then teaching in a little for school Gita is another, and our school is a best school in the Gorakhpur, that is the third item of the list. And all the lists are terminated with the what slash n. All we know that slash n is a symbol of line changes. Clear? So once again see here how we have to take the input. We have to import system and there where you are writing earlier a is equal to input and we are giving message enter the string and we are displaying here print a. Clear? Again see here. Okay, one more thing here again we will give message print enter more than one line input and press Ctrl plus D for termination. So it will tell the message also by which you may understand what you have to do. So look here, first enter the string. I have pressed here and I clicked here and I am typing hello class, and as I am pressing enter it is terminated and it displays the value. And then again it is given message this line. Look here once again code. This line is started, enter the more than one line input and press Ctrl plus D, and this line is waiting for the input. So here again class 12 is studying Python string input and learning how to implement in there in the program. Okay, and then what we have to press Ctrl plus D, the line is done. Clear? This is a one way to take the more than one line input. This is needed whenever we will make the file. In file handling we need more than one line input and then we have to write, so we will use it. Now look here again what we have another way. I may take one string variable and I may run the loop Clear? And loop is that A, in that A we are writing hello, and we are writing while A not equal to blank, and here A is equal to input, and then in the string I'm going to concatenate it. Concatenate means first string first A, and then here print string is string. Run, and it started hello because Astro teaching computer science 083 subject 4 of CBSE, and again we are pressing enter. So here it's given as a one line input. There is no any slash n, and it is also not in the form of what? In the form of list. It is a simple one message. What we have done, I have run the loop till that the value of a is not equal to space, yeah, not equal to nothing, means no value is there. And in the initial I stored a is equal to hello. So here the value of a is not equal to blank, some value of a is having here, and then I have taken the input. So if we are pressing the enter key, then the value of a is null, which is equal to space, and then here string is equal to string plus a string. In a starting there is no any value, and then it is adding. Clear? So like that we are going to take the input of multiple lines in the form of list also, and without in the form of list. As you know, suppose I have made one programs in that we are going to take input of id, input of f name, input of l name, input of address. So address also will contain the multiple lines. So how will write a is equal to int input, enter the id of student, and then f name is equal to, sorry, here we have to use the two bracket. One more thing here I want to tell you, if we have not closed the two bracket are needed, how we will find out? Look here carefully. If I will press the enter key, it may show the indent here. That means key one more bracket are left. So how, after putting, see here, indent will reach to the last, here in the starting. Clear? Then again f name is equal to input, enter the first name of student, l name is equal to input, enter the last name of student, and here we need to take the multiple line input. So what will I do? I will take here a is equal to hello, and I may run one program. Before that I will write print, enter the address, and then here I will write while a not equal to null, till that we have to take input a is equal to input, and here in the string I have to add the value of string with one space plus a, and then here I will display all one by one. Student id is equal to id, print student first name is equal to f name, print student last name is equal to comma l name. And suppose if you want, it may change the line everywhere, so you may use here what, slash n, and here I wrote here print address of student is equal to comma address. One mistake I have done here, I have used here address and here I use the string, so I will replace it by using the address. Look here, once again I will run, and look here, 101. First name is Ratan, last name is Srivastav, and address I am writing Gida sector 5, house number is D119, Sajanwa, Gorakhpur. Clear? And again enter. Look here, it has taken the multiple line input and these all things. This program I am teaching because of that whenever we are using the file handling to store the data permanently of any students to make a project, so we will use this system. So that is a way to take the multiple line inputs. Okay, student. So this is your programs. Yesterday I have given some homework, and in the homework I will again listen. If you are writing the programs and the video is going very fast, so you can pause it and you can write the systems. So look here. Today I have given to count the vowels. Count the vowels. So here I will just show you how we will count. A is equal to input, enter the sentence. All of you are knowing now what are the vowels? Okay, no problem, and it is very good. So today here I will show you use of in and not in. So first of all, let me to explain about the in and not in. Here I have taken one value a is equal to a b, yeah, a e I o u. There is one string and these are the vowels. Yeah, I may write a capital E I O U. Look here. If we are talking about the alphabets, so we have a both letter, small letter and capital letter. And as we know that if Python is a case sensitive means a small letter and capital letter both are different. So how we will check if any character is a vowels or not? Clear? Okay. Now we are checking B in a. In operator, it may check if B is present in the A variable or not. And what is the value of A? Above I have written. If the B is present in a, it will give true, otherwise it may give false. So B is not present, so obviously output will come false. Now I will see here about E. E in a. It is present, capital E in a, it is present. So by using this technique, I will see only if the vowels is there or not. So what will I do? There are a lot of method to make the programs, and you have learned also in 11th class Praveen sir has taught you. So here I will also show one different method to count the vowels. Maybe sir has taught the same way, but I will teach also. So here, first of all, I will store all the possibility of vowels in a variable a, e, I, o, u, a, e, I, o, u. Then I will use the counter. Count is equal to 0. And then I will write for I in a range from start from 0 length of a. And then I will write if a of I in vowels, then count is equal to count plus 1. Only by using this same simple technique we can count how many vowels are there, and then I will print total vowels are in your sentence is equal to count, and I will run it. So here I am writing one sentence. This is my computer and I am teaching Python to my student. Clear? Total number of vowels are 15. We will count. I is a vowel. Again I2, O3, U4, E5, A6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So total number of balls is 15. Our program is correct. If we want to count the consonant also, so here possibilities are there. How we will count the consonant also? So can we have to define again all the consonant? No need. It is very simple. How we will see? Look here. If now we will use it by nested if else. If a of I, and we'll check is alpha. If it is alpha, and if it is present in a vowels, then vowels else. Here again I will write consonant is equal to 0. So else con is equal to con plus 1. Did you understand? First I have checked the one character of the A input is alphabet. If it is alphabet, it may enter. And if it is not in a vowels, so definitely it is in a where? It is in a consonant. So here I will show print total consonants are in your sentences is equal to con. F5 run. I will take one small input. A small input word I will take Python class 12. So look here how many vowels are there? 4. And how many consonants are there? Are in your sentence 10. How? We will count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And how many vowels are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Means our program is correct. Then again, this is a one program. I have given also one again input. Enter the sentence. And I told you program to if your input is hello class 12 Python, so it may convert into hello at the rate class at the rate 12 at the rate Python. What we have done actually, where spaces are there, that space we have converted into the where, into the at the rate. So what will I do? I will take new sentence, one variable, and I will run for I in a range start from 0 and it may go to the length of A, and here I will see if the A of I is equal to space, then what we have to do in the new sentence we have to add which of character at the rate, else What we have to write? New sentence is equal to new sentence plus a of 5, and then we have to display print here new sentence, and before that I will display print your old sentence is equal to comma a, and here new sentence. Run it. Given here, hello class 12 student studying Python string concept. Look here. Our input is hello class 12 student studying Python string concept. Now where spaces are there, it converted into the string. So thank you students for the class of today.